embrace the captaincy again. Can you talk us about that conversation with Eddie and what you said to yourself about, I'm going to throw myself fully into leading Australia again?
Well, I think you've probably seen me play enough to know that I throw myself into everything when it comes to rugby with all that I do. So Waratahs this year, Waratahs is an example of that. Threw myself into that with everything I've got, and I've always said throughout the whole of this year, whatever's best for the team is what I'll support. So right now, this is what's best for the team, and if that changes, then I'm all in on no matter what. You talk about Fraser. This is what this team wants. Wants that competition. At the end of the day, whoever's selected 1 to 23, and even the guys out of that are pushing. Like, how can that not be a good result for us? So, I feel privileged as always to captain the team, to do that with a new coach, new crew, and with Slips, a guy who've had such great times playing with on and off the field. So, I'm wrapped.
So, Michael, did Eddie ask you, so look, you've got to make yourself available to be captain, or did he just say, Hoops, you're the perfect man to be captain, you're straight in? Can you talk us around those sort of...
I don't mind saying that he checked in with me. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I have my history, particularly in the last 18 months, where it didn't quite work out there. So, I got back on the tour, got my feet on the ground in a Wallaby jersey, and in and around how Slips was captaining the team there, and found myself really loving it, really enjoying it. And look, I've got something to offer this team. I've got a lot of experience, and I hope that I can deliver that now and leave something going forward for the group over the next little bit of time. That would be a real goal of mine. It's not an individual thing here. It's something that I certainly want to leave in the jersey going forward.
With Eddie, there's been so much excitement around this year, knowing that there'd be new faces, knowing there'd be, old dogs who are going to find an extra 10% and new motivations. How have you seen the squad in its infancy in terms of the energy and the ambition?
No, my perception is you could have picked a squad last week and you didn't have any Brumbies there. So, you're talking like it's really, really competitive. You know what I mean? I'm not disrespecting the Brumbies there by any means. What I'm saying is, there was a nucleus of a really good team there last week. And then we've now got another bunch of guys coming in this week, and it just amplifies that story of the competition that we've got and the talent that we've got in this squad. So you talk about any year to be excited. How can you not be excited for a World Cup? But that's down the track. Right now we get to go play in Pretoria. We're on the plane in 5 days. We've got to get this group together. Got a short window to do that, and then we play Argentina in Parramatta. It rolls on. But this first week, coming up against the South Africans, it's right where we want to be.
Eddie's the 5th Wallabies coach you've now been under. What's different in the setup, in the preparation, in the training, in the camps, apart from personnel? I'm not talking about faces, but what's different compared to Dave or Checker or Ewan or Robbie?
No, mate, of course it's different. It's early days. I've been in, 7 days now in camp, so maybe ask me in November, we can really break down what it looks like. But of course it's different, and change is good. It's been exciting. It's been fresh, and the players have trained that way. That's the best way to see the example is that the players are ripping in.
How about yourself, Hoops? Passing back to before the Argentina tour when you left compared to now, how do you sum up the differences, personally and in this environment for yourself?
I am thrilled about what this next 4 months can be. Probably to sum it up as quick as I can, I was unsure what my position looked like in rugby at that point. Now I can't wait to give everything I got for this. 2 kids at home. I want to be here. Want to get everything out of this next little chunk, and I'm all in.
Anything else from Michael in the room, guys? Go online for a couple. Thanks, guys.
Herbs, can you just tell us, even from your experience in the camp or possibly on the field, just your impressions of those young guys in the back row, Hooper and Kemeny, coming into the squad?
Well, my son's Thomas Hooper, and now we've got a Thomas Hooper coming in. So I've got my sons in with me, which is good. Look, I haven't had anything to do with Tommy, so really keen to. I've seen him play. I echo the words that Eddie was talking about. Looks rock solid and a lot. I mean, had the 7 jersey on in the semi. So big frame, gets through a lot of work, physical. And then Kemeny's been impressive this week. Hey, good leader as well within the group. He's got some good things to say and goes about his work in his own way. So, yeah, adds to that competition story all over.
Michael, you said earlier in the week on Thursday that it's a bit of a land of the Giants and at the Wallabies at the moment. Do you still think that a 7 like you, probably smaller in stature comparatively in the world, still can go 80 minutes in an international test?
Yeah, I do. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. So the good thing about being around a really physical pack is it opens up opportunity for speed, for low to the ground action. So it fits me really well. So look, there's going to be different teams that we play with different strengths and weaknesses throughout the year, and that's going to be the strength of our squad in what we can do over the next 11, 12 games to how we match up and bring our best to the forefront, right? So no, there's certainly a place for everyone. Like, that's the beauty of rugby, hey? Like, you can have a absolute giant and then a Tate McDermott, who can make those guys look silly sometimes, and vice versa. So that is the beauty of rugby union.
Last one from Michael online, guys. We'll get to James, please.
Yeah, Herbs, how do you envisage the co-captaincy thing working on the field, dealing with referees? Clearly there'll be one appointed, on match day, but just how do you see that playing out with slips?
Yeah, it's going to take some discussion, right? How that's going to work, and we've got training. That's the beauty. We train hard. We train to a game intensity and standard. So we're going to be prepping up from the get-go tomorrow. It's going to take some good discussion. I'm excited about it. Really excited about how it can work. I mean, if we've got two minds, putting this stuff together, we're going to get a better result than just one of us. So it's going to be good.